Coach Abel here along with Coach Weiss, the Able Body Experts. We're going to demonstrate the one-arm dumbbell row. Again, if you want to build an impressive V shape, you have to row your back. The problem with the dumbbell row is most people don't execute it correctly, and they end up doing almost an arm pump with the lats hardly working. Whenever you work your back, especially in rowing motions, you have to think mentally. I always tell people to think of their hands below the elbows just as meat hooks, like their arms have been amputated and they're just meat hooks there. So when Kevin's going to demonstrate the one-arm row, he's going to show us that he stretches into the movement with his lats, not his arm. And that's the biggest mistake most people make who don't get any back development, whether it's bent rows or T-bar rows. Stretch the muscle you're working with resistance in order to get the most overload. So in this case, it's the back. So Kevin, instead of just pulling from the bench, he's going to reach. And if he has to reach under the bench because the bench is low, then that's what he'll do. And he stretches the back. He thinks of his arm just as a hook, like two meat hooks. But he's going to pull and stretch with the back. So show us how that's done, Kevin.
Don't be afraid to use straps because that makes that a lot easier too. I'm not using them here, but...
And if you come over here, you'll be able to see his lats working. So he comes under. He's got that little bit of sweetness that we talk about. He's not too anal about his upper body moving up and down. He reaches into it and he gets that contraction. Instead of just piston pumping his arm, he thinks with his lat, reach. So he even goes past the floor, as you'll see. He goes to that opposite foot, stretches the lats all the way down and pulls it up. That's how you do a one-arm row correctly, is to stretch the lat, not the arm.